the town. Everywhere we go, we bring the curtains down. Shandor's got his head up in the clouds so high. And Farty's dropping truth bombs, making grown men cry. We swear like sailors, cause a big commotion. Getting thrown out, it's like our life's devotion. For bars to cafes, they show us the door. But we keep on laughing, yeah, we keep asking for more. Shandor's got a mouth that never knows when to quit. He'll say the wrong thing just for the hell of it. Froggy's on a rant about the state of the nation, while Shandor's in the corner lacking concentration. We swear like sailors, cause a big commotion. Getting thrown out, it's like our life's devotion. From bars to cafes, they show us the door. But we keep on laughing, yeah, we keep asking for more. We've been banned from the bar, kicked out of the diner, but we'll just find another, cause the night's getting finer. Shandor's a dreamer with his head in the world. Farty's got opinions that'll make your hair curl. Amanda tried to flirt, but it turned into a mess. He called her a lady, she heard hot mess. Farty's on his soapbox, preaching to the crowd, but all they hear is noise, cause he's way too loud. We swear like sailors, cause a big commotion. Getting thrown out, it's like our life's devotion. From bars to cafes, they show us the door. But we keep on laughing, yeah, we keep asking for more. So if you see us coming, better lock the door. Cause Shandor and Farty are always looking for more. We're a whirlwind of chaos, a two-man parade. And we'll keep on rolling till our legend is made. Yeah, we'll keep on rolling till our legend is made. We've been banned from the bar, kicked out of the diner, but we'll just find another, cause the night's getting finer. Shandor's a dreamer with his head in a whirl. Farty's got opinions that'll make your hair curl. We've been banned from the bar, kicked out of the diner, but we'll just find another, cause the night's getting finer. Shandor's a dreamer with his head in a whirl. Farty's got opinions that'll make your hair curl. Shandor tried to flirt, but it turned into a mess. He called her a lady, she heard hot mess, didn't find her. Yeah, we'll keep on rolling till I let your hair curl. So if you see us coming, better lock the door. Cause Shandor and Farty are always looking for more. We're a whirlwind of chaos, a two-man parade. And we'll keep on rolling till our legend is made. Yeah, we'll keep on rolling till our
He's sitting there with this stupid fucking look on his face, and bloody Cecil goes, Cyril, I told you not to have a wank while I'm gone. And Cecil goes, I didn't, I farted.
The fuck, Farty? You can't wait until we go live to tell the joke. You can't share it with the world. You have to give it just to me. Shit,
Oh,
dude.
shit, yeah, no. You're the one that keeps looking about being demonetised and kicked off and all this kind of shit.
Oh, listen, sir. You're right. You're absolutely right. All right, it's on me. I'm sorry, Farty.
Yeah, you think the aristocrats was bad boys and girls? Fucking hell, mate. You haven't heard that joke that I just told you.
Oof. They hurt. Oh, Farty. Oh. Oh, we're canceled. That's it. Farty, can you tell me why? I need this question answered. Why does France ruin everything?
Because they're cheese-eating surrender monkeys.
Cheese-eating surrender monkeys. You hear to hear first, folks. Good night.
No, well, they were going to go into to Ukraine with French troops, and then I think someone from Australia said, "Listen, mate, we're not in the fucking mood to get your country back for a third time in about 120 years." You haven't heard shit
Yeah.
about that since.
Yeah,
Oh
wasn't it
shit, the
like
Australians nothing outside. Fucking hell.
wasn't it basically 100 years ago to the day the Nazis invaded France and they're like, okay, we surrender.
No, that'd be 1939.
Oh, so we're like 10 years off.
Yeah.
I know I'm not mathing correctly, but I don't give a shit either.
No, we're halfway through World Wars at the moment.
Wait. Oh, please tell me we're streaming on the correct platform. Please tell me we're streaming on the correct platform.
Oh, don't tell me you wasted the joke.
It is. No, we're streaming on the correct platform. No, no, no,
Oh,
no.
good.
I was hoping that I didn't have this streaming to Twitch because this is not the content I stream to Twitch. And my my what's it called? My streaming software was like, "Hey, you're gonna stream to YouTube," and I'm like, "But this thing," and then I realized that there's two chat panels on my streaming software, one of which is for Twitch specifically and exclusively, and the other side is my YouTube control panel. So I got confused. Yeah. End of my story. No, okay. So the reason why I asked why France ruins everything is because the Olympics started. Right? Did you see the opening ceremonies for some of this shit?
No.
It's basically all just fucking spectacle. It's like France wanted to out France everybody and go, look at how gay we are. Yeah, no shit, you're France. Stop fucking ruining shit. They had like some trans person, like some obviously manly trans fucking whatever, handing off the torch, right? Like the passing of the torch or whatever. They had some dude who's some butt ass naked dude come out of a fucking fruit bowl singing. They even had the Horsemen of Death appear. Art, what are you trying to tell us, Olympics? That the end is near?
It reminds me of the opening ceremony of fucking bloody the 2000 Olympics in Sydney. And
oh, that was a shit show too, wasn't it?
Oh no, actually that was quite a massively good show. And we're
Which one am I thinking of? The early 2000s. There was one that was a really like a huge shit show. It was a massive flop in ratings.
Oh, I can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about though, right? It was like the early 2000s.
I can't remember.
I think it was
anyway.
The Winter Olympics. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So, fuck. What was I saying there? Yeah, it was the first Olympics without a terrorist attack since 1972. And it was funny because I was working for the Salvos at the time, and there was this one factory who just makes women's clothes called Suzanne. And we had a couple of Salvo bins sitting in their car park, and they were off for a few weeks during the Olympics, and we already knew this. But the bins were just inside the exclusion zone, and I kept fucking just going in there, seeing how far I could get, seeing the first time I get told off, and I went and did the IBC course and everything like that. So I had the wanker tag, and I knew what I was supposed to be doing, just in case I was working for a different company, doing logistics and shit. Anyway, fucking, but the day I got the wanker tag, that went straight in the drawer at home, and I never bothered doing any of the actual stuff. But the criteria is you get to one of these bloody roadblocks, right, and you're supposed to have a time slot, supposed to have an accreditation on yourself and or the vehicle, and you're
Mm.
supposed to have your load sealed by an accredited sealer. So here we are with a 6-ton truck, back wide open, and just the fucking tailgate folded up. Wheel bales full of God knows fucking what in it that we've retrieved from God knows fucking where around Sydney already that morning. No time slot, no accreditation, no fucking nothing. I pull up to the volunteers and they're like, "Where are you going?" Just in there. Okay, rightio. Go up to the next roadblock and it's the cops and they're going, "Where are you going?" "Oh, just in there." Okay, rightio. Go up to the next roadblock and it's the army. They go, "Rightio, apply your handbrake and shut your engine down." They run the bomb mirror under the truck and not worry about what's in the back of the truck and the fact it's wide open. And there's a corporal and he goes, "Rightio, you got an accreditation yourself into the vehicle?" "No." "Nah." "You got a time slot?" "No." "Nah." "You got your load sealed by an accredited sealer?" "No." "Nah." "Supposed to really be here?" "Not really." "So where you going?" "Just in there." "All right, off you go." And there was one day, right, we're coming out, and I said to Shane offside her, I said, "Fucking, what do you reckon? Instead of going left back out through the roadblocks, do you reckon we go
Right.
right through the entire site?" And he's going, "No, no, no, don't do that. There'll be fucking snipers and shit and all this." Like, "Yeah, they're going to shoot up a fucking Salvation Army truck." Rightio. So I drove through the entire fucking Olympic site in the midst of the Olympics and all this kind of stuff. And I get all the way out the other side to Underwood Road, and there's a fucking lone highway patrol copper standing next to his cop car, fucking gives us a wave as we drive past. So much security. Um, but that wasn't the point I was going to fucking make. During the 2000 Olympics. Oh fuck, I can't remember now. Got
Uh,
sidetracked too.
yeah, that happens.
Oh no, 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 that's right,
Oh,
that's right. Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
we
yeah.
got it back. You caught the brain
Yep,
cell.
yep, yep. The opening fucking ceremony, right? So
Okay.
during our opening ceremony, it was a massive fucking spectacle about Australiana and all this kind of stuff, and it went into Australian film and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know whether anybody's seen it, but there's this Australian film called Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. It's about these three
I've heard
drag
of it.
queens that buy this old fucking bloody uh, coach liner bus and they fucking deck it out as like a fucking big camper and they go all the way up to the Northern Territory, up fucking Ayers Rock or Darwin or something like that to see one of the drag queens fucking ex-girlfriends from years and years and years ago they've had a kid with. And anyway, fucking um, so they were going to do something about that and have drag queens fucking tramping around the main stadium and all this kind of stuff, dancing and singing, "I like the nightlife, I like the boogie," all this kind of shit. And there's our version, I guess, for like your return servicemen and all this. So it's the RSL,
Okay.
the Return Services League. And there used to be this very sort of fiery, outspoken bloke called Bruce Ruxton. And fucking they used to take the piss out of him on this fucking comedy show. They called him Bruce Rump, and his closing line, punch line, used to be, "And I fought in 5 world wars, and I died in 5 world wars, and I've had a scud leaned on me head," and all this kind of shit. But anyway, Bruce Ruxton, he famously got on TV and he goes, "No, don't put this bloody Priscilla, Queen of the Desert fucking bullshit in the bloody opening ceremony. Everyone around the world's going to see that and they're going to think we're a bunch of fucking poofs."
Well, he was right though. Where's the lie?
But there was this one girl that was dancing and she was like supposed to do this like, interpretive dance and all this kind of stuff. And it was all these other fucking players supposed to be different things, and they're doing like that silly fucking swaying dance kind of stuff. Where there's the main character that's dancing around, there's other people like sort of dance like dancing around them, supposedly being fucking anthropomorphic fucking trees and blades of grass and stuff. And they do this arcing backwards and forwards kind of dance and all this. And all it really did look like was a shit ton of Aborigines chasing some scared little white girl around the fucking stadium.
What the fuck?
I know, it just came off like that.
What the fuck,
Anyway,
dude?
before we go too far, today we have a sponsor. No, we don't actually. I'm gonna try what's left of a 10-pack of this Bilson shit and have it on record. So the next time I go and get some of this stuff, I'll remember which one was good and which ones were shit. Anyway, so I'm starting off with Bilson's Creamy Vodka. Because they've had to change the names of these because they used to change, like, sound like lolly names, and then the fucking mothers for fucking everything up for everybody had a big cry and said, "Oh,
So-
it's promoting the kids." No, it's not.
So what you're saying is you'll like it creamy.
Creaming soda.
Oh, I was gonna load stream avatars for the stream for once and see if people enjoyed it, but I guess I have to reinstall it. Oh, it's only 100. Holy shit! Get this, Farty. Get this. Are you ready? It's less than 200 megabytes. Stream avatars. It's less than 200 megabytes. Interesting, yes?
Okay. But the French fuck everything up, though.
They do. They
Um,
really do. It's like
Like,
it's like the you're talking about the Australian Olympics in the early 2000s or 2000 whatever it was. And it's like, let's out gay Australia's. And I'm like, you know, I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of me for saying this. I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of me for saying this. France went and did this this opening ceremony bullshit the way they did. And yet somehow America is still the laughing stock of the world.
uh,
It's hilarious. It's like, we might have put on the gay show, but at least we're not as gay as the US.
but you see, they're supposed to be fucking gay, right?
They
We've known
are.
that they're bloody lame for decades. You know, every time they come out and they say, "We are actually tough," what, playing faggot soccer, and then, like, you know, you trip over yourself and you start screaming about how everyone's trying to fucking kill you and all this kind of, get fucked, you faggot, fuck.
Yeah.
But bloody, then they like, "No, but we have the army, we have the big army." And it's like, well, what, the one we had to bail out twice in the last 200 fucking years, you stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bloody, and we're fucking Australia, for Christ's sake. Fucking, we had an army of knights of your bloody size, fucking shit, brick.
Yeah, you guys are fucking
Uh,
riding kangaroos in a battle and shit. Come on.
Yeah, but the problem is, right, is that they're the French. Like, we know, they know that they're all fucking lame as shit. But you cunts, you fucking Yanks, keep fucking wanking on the Jolly Green and all this kind of shit. You're the best in the universe and all this kind of stuff. But you're full of your own fucking nonsense and own self in fucking importance. You can't fucking
Yeah.
see that you're actually been fucked over fucking hard. You're not that in a bag of bloody chips. There's far better places out there than the United fucking States of America. And fucking now you're in a fall. And it's sort
yeah.
of kind of the Schadenfreude of seeing the bravado, fucking, you know.
Oh yeah, I agree
sort of,
with you.
you
Like
know.
even I, as an American, even I am just like, you know what? We have allowed ourselves to get to fuck ourselves. We have allowed ourselves to fuck ourselves into oblivion, and we absolutely fucking deserve what's coming. We do.
Oh yeah,
We absolutely deserve what's coming. We are going to be, our weakness is going to be the catalyst for World War III.
Yep.
And I keep saying this, it's gonna happen. World War III is gonna happen. I'm gonna say by February. This way we give Camel Toe at least a month to start fucking things up and poking the bear. Because you know it's gonna happen.
no, well, the Putin's
They're
just
gonna fucking
yeah,
they're-
already doing.
they're gonna steal the election again. Or rig it or whatever, however terminology you want to say it. I'm gonna come out and say it. They're gonna fucking steal the election again. They're already prepping us for that outcome. They're already doing it. They are lying to us about who's ahead in polls. They are fucking they did not care about getting a consensus from Democrat voters. They just pushed her through. They rammed her through like a cock down her throat.
I still say that's because nobody else wants to do the job. They've seen the fucking mess and they've just gone, no, let's
No,
become the
that
television.
is not it. I don't think that's it. I think what it is, I think what it is Biden gathered $250 million for his campaign. And the only way that money stays with the DNC and not goes back into the pockets of the people who donated, because the law is like, if you don't run, you have to give the money back. And the DNC is like, we're not giving the money back. So we're gonna run Kamala, and we're gonna keep the money because at least she's still on the ticket.
Hmm.
And that's what it is. It is definitely about the money. Because why
We're,
wouldn't
get,
it be?
we're getting back real quick while I remember. Where you were saying that, like, the Yanks have got it coming. Yeah, and I've been
Oh
saying
yeah.
that about Australia for fucking ages as well. Like, I've many a YouTube video and even many a time with Dodge, I've explained that fucking Australia has been running around the planet being a fucking smart ass to every cunt, thinking that, every cunt loves us. Where and I've been seeing quite often where, no, people is now starting to get fucking fed up with us quite quickly.
Oh yeah.
And, we're not, the popular novelty that we used to be, which has made life a bit difficult for people like me because, like, being an Australian, you can basically go anywhere and, fucking people just generally leave you alone. But now, like, you go to some place with some dumb fuck who's used to getting pissed up in bloody Bali and being an asshole. There you go somewhere else and fucks it up for the rest of you. And then you come along and it's like, oh, the last Aussie that come along, it's already bad enough with fucking British Airways where the Australian cricket team used to fuck things up and drink the plane dry and tear the place up and all this. Now British
Yeah.
Airways gets a bit skittish any time an Aussie gets on board. It's like, oh no, we've got to limit him to 3 drinks because he might get all rowdy and shit. And then, like, when they limit you to 3 drinks and you get annoyed that, like, I'm not even, my fucking little toe isn't even fucking tipsy after that. Like, Christ, I just wanted, like, enough drinks to drop me and then I won't be your problem for fucking 14 hours.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, fucking, um, fuck, where was I going with that?
You were
Oh,
gonna
that's right, that's
go.
right.
You were
So
gonna.
yeah, like, yeah, I was saying that fucking that like, some sooner or later, some country's going to come along and fucking smack the stupid looking grin off our fucking
Oh
faces, and
yeah.
we've got it fucking coming. And even just before COVID, I was saying that bloody that the tide was turning and things are changing. Certain countries aren't starting to listen anymore, and um, and even when Trump come along and started getting, like, things like the Abraham Accords and fucking North and South Korea talking and things like that, it was kind of, yeah, but how long is this going to go for? And when Potato first got in, um, it was a case of, right, well, now it's a case that this weak cunt is not going to do anything to stand up to anybody, and everybody's basically going to do the same thing to us as what we've been doing to them for the last 100 something bloody years
Oh yeah.
since World War One, effectively. And we're gonna be sitting there going, "Oh, fucking shenanigans, unfair, unfair," and they're just gonna go, "It was all right when you did it to us." And this is like everything from all the sanctions that we've been putting on cunts to fucking hold them under the thumb for 100 years, fucking, like, with OPEC countries and stuff like that. That's why they've all jumped ship so fucking fast. Like, Saudi Arabia's already jumped on the bricks. Fucking and they jumped ship so fucking quick it wasn't bloody funny
Yeah. So
because
like, who's in the BRICS right now? It's Saudi Arabia. It's the
hang
UAE
on,
in general, I think. It's Russia, North Korea. Who else is in there?
there's 40 plus countries at the moment. Hang on, I'll look it up.
40. Okay, so I just basically named, like half of them with the UAE.
Yeah. Uh, okay. The organisation comprising of Brazil, India, China, South Africa, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and United Arab Emirates, originally identified to highlight investment opportunities. Founding countries. 2024 is yet to officially join. Uh, on BRICS, population.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, member states.
Yeah, the UAE is
Brazil,
basically
Russia,
like half of
India,
them.
China, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates. What was this other table? Same shit, different fucking small. Yeah, but there's like shit tons of others. Like Vietnam's just joined, fucking
Yeah.
Venezuela's joined. Oh, hang on, what's this one? Potential candidates for future membership. Here we go. Algeria, Angola, Cameroon, Central African Republic, the Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, South Sudan, the Sudan,
Mm.
Tunisia, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Bolivia, Colombia, Cuba, Nicaragua, Peru, Venezuela, Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Iraq, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Pakistan, Palestine, Saudi Arabia, Sri Lanka, Syria, Turkey, Thailand, Vietnam, Yemen, and Belarus.
So what I'm hearing is all of the despotic countries.
Yeah, pretty much all the shitholes that we were fucking trying to cool down in the 90s, and we're basically paying them to be fucking, well, either paying them and using sanctions to keep them under our bloody thumb. Now we've got zero fucking control over them whatsoever,
Yeah.
and anything that we were offering them, the Russians and the Chinese now, and more.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well for us.
No,
You know what?
because a lot of those smaller countries, well,
Cunts.
especially
Oh,
like the potential
countries.
ones, that big list that I read out. Plus, you got like United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and India all pay into security agreements. Like India's in the Five Eyes and the Quad.
Right.
Um, so, like, there's all of these big chunks of your income that came in from these sanctions and trade deals and all this kind of stuff, which you don't understand. Is that these countries might join BRICS, but that's also part of your economy that fucking runs off with them.
Yeah. So
That's because of
basically,
the value of the US dollar, right? So when these cunts fuck off, they devalue the US dollar even further, causing you guys more inflation.
yeah. Basically, what's going on here is this is the anti-UN that's being established.
Effectively,
It's basically what's going on. Like, how can you look at this and go, well, you know, maybe we should do, instead of economic stuff, maybe we can just, add, maybe some non-economic stuff. Maybe we can add some, political stuff. Yeah, okay.
well, a large problem with that is I don't know whether you were paying attention, but a lot of the oil countries
Yeah.
are in BRICS now, so
Ninety
they get
percent of them are in BRICS. Yeah.
yeah, they get to dictate the fucking the oil prices from now on, and this was what Trump was trying to foresee fucking bloody well over 8 years ago now, when he started that fucking Keystone extension part that was going to be finished 2 years ago. Had potato not fucking killed it 4 fucking years ago, it
Mm-hmm.
would have been ready right on the fucking spot when your fuel prices started going high, because potato couldn't organise a fucking brothel and caused excessive fuel prices because I think he went down to fucking Saudi Arabia. He was like, I'm going to tell them this and I'm going to tell them that and I'm going to. And he basically got sat down in front of a bunch of the prince's underlings and said, now listen here, you fucking elected official. This is how you fucking carry yourself in front of a monarch, you fucking pathetic little fucking redneck.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
fuck off back to your own country, and there's no more oil for the woke and the green. Get fucked, cunt. Um, so
I'm.
that pipeline would have been ready to fucking go, and that would have secured your oil independence and all this kind of stuff, which meant that fucking all these countries fucking off out of OPEC and all this shit wouldn't have affected just one fucking iota. But now we've got fucking 2 years plus because we've got to do some refurbishment to whatever was sitting out there, unless that fucking potato cocksucker has spent bloody billions of dollars dismantling the bloody thing. He better have just stopped it and just left it fucking there, because
Mm-hmm.
now there's only a few months of fucking fixing up the end bit so as we can get the cunt fucking, there's 2 more bloody years of shit house fuel prices before you get anywhere near fucking bloody energy independent again, and some low fuel prices. That's mainly that's the only way you're going to really save yourselves out of this. But if nothing's done about that, you're up for fucking whatever OPEC's going to do, and they're going to screw us hard.
Oh yeah, they're gonna bend everyone over all of their oil barrels, and they're gonna not even bother with the lube. They're like, no, we're saving this lube for us. We're giving it to you dry. So yeah, we're definitely fucked. Either way, we have by electing based on party lines, and by electing only because Orange Man is bad. What we've effectively done to ourselves, and this is why I cannot stand living in the United States. I cannot fucking stand it. And I don't know if it's different in other countries, but I know what it's like here. Everyone is so fucking myopic, right? They can't see 2 inches in front of their, past their own fucking nose. And as a result, they're allowing these I won't even say pseudo dictators, because they're not false dictators. They're actual dictators that we've allowed to co-opt the White House. And once Kamala Harris gets in, Presidente for life, Harris. All right, we need to get ready. We need to get ready for that. We need to get ready, and I fucking hate that we couldn't just, rag on France for, a good solid hour. I wanted to just rag on France for a good solid hour, but no, that's the least of our problems. That France is the least of our problems, and that's kind of the point that I wanted to make with this whole Olympics thing. Is, yeah, no, you see what's going on in France? Guess what? The world is over, buddy. They started the opening ceremonies with all this gay shit, and they ended the opening ceremonies with with death riding a pale horse. If you don't know, right? Because leftists are, and I'm not a religious person myself. I only know of religion insofar as, like, I was when I was in foster care, one of the families I stayed with was how should we say, zealots. And they forced me to go to church all the time. They forced me on a regular basis to read the fucking Bible. So as much as I don't wish any ill will toward, Christians, these people can go get fucked. That particular couple can just rot in hell for all I care. Yeah, so I've had to actually learn scripture, right? They had me doing the whole 9 yards. They had me in fucking youth groups. They had me in fucking summer school. Or not summer school, summer Bible school, or vacation Bible school, whatever you fucking want to call it, which is no vacation, believe me. So I've been through all that. So for people who don't understand what death is the fourth and final horseman of the apocalypse. Death is like and I'm not coming at this from a religious angle, right? This is a symbolic angle for me, right? Death marks the end of all things, right? And what do we know about France? We know they're gay as hell, and we know they're emo as fuck, right?
And they've got no balls.
They've got no balls. No, but they're emo as hell. France is always like, yeah, everyone's going to die, so it doesn't matter. Kind of bullshit, right? And so the four horsemen are famine, sickness, poverty, and death. Not exactly in that order, but death is the last one. And what do we have?
Well, there used to be 5.
Oh, war. There's famine, war,
there used to be
sickness,
5,
and death.
But the other 2 were scared of me, or the other 4 were scared of me, so they kicked me out of the group.
Oh shit. Were you the horseman of drinking?
No. No, no. I was the horseman of smelling the place out.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is you were Stertulius.
Yeah, the horseman of war crimes.
Yeah, War, he's my big brother.
Yeah.
uh but
Fucking,
but no, the last horseman is death. So death is a very like real representation of what's going on. And I think France nailed it. You know, I'm not going to sit here and rail France um this is my opinion now. This is my opinion on the whole opening ceremony. The end of the opening ceremony, um let's backtrack. So they open the opening ceremony of the Olympics with the metalcore band Gojira. You know that band, right? Don't you, Farty?
oh,
No, they're a Japanese metal band. And they're pretty fucking heavy. Like if you're into that kind of music, I recommend you listen to some of it, but they're really fucking heavy. And
Dylan,
what's that?
Dylan might be. He's into heavy metal, like hard metal and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever it's called, and Japanese stuff. So
Yeah. They're not a bad band. They're actually pretty good. But that's if you're into it. So they open it with Gojira. Really fucking heavy shit. And how do they open? What is the first fucking thing you see when in the opening sequence before they start playing? Is fucking Marie Antoinette, a headless Marie Antoinette singing. She's holding her head and she's singing in a portrait.
Huh?
That's the first fucking thing we see. And
does
then
the portrait start bleeding?
what's that?
Does the portrait start bleeding from the neck?
It's as far as I know, it was bleeding. But it's a beheaded Marie Antoinette sitting there, her arm in her hands, or her head in her hands, or arms, or whatever, and fucking, she's blah, 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 and then Gojira starts playing. Okay, so I get the theme is revolution, right? The theme is revolution, and then you go from that into all the gay shit. All right, everybody's prancing around like a fucking, I don't even know what. I don't even know what a suitable adjective to describe any of what went on the opening sequence was. You got
So
some
all the protests and all that kind of stuff are actually like the massive Muslim population that Paris has got now going, fucking faggots, we're going to throw you off the top of the stadium, let us in.
Oh Christ, please let that be the thing. But no, so you've got that, and then you transition to a bunch of dancers dying, like they're quote unquote dying. They just drop in the middle of their routine, and at the very end of it, you've got the Horsemen of Death coming in. Holy shit! To me, here's what I think is going on. I think the organizers of the Olympics weren't doing, and I'm gonna defend France here for a second. Please, Farty, don't kick the shit out of me, because this is gonna get a lot of people angry at me. I'm gonna defend France here for a second. I think what they were doing was like, all of this shit leads to a horrible, horrible end. I think that's the message. I think that's the message the organizer, either knowingly or unknowingly, is putting out there. That all of this shit is going to end in very, very, very bad things. And I think that's what France was saying. And I think France was like, hey, guys, let us be the gay ones. You guys go and, maybe pull your own dick out of your ass. Let us.
Yeah, you know what they're saying, right? they're just basically getting ready for when Russia comes barreling across fucking Germany and all this kind of stuff, and they're about to hit the French border. And instead of putting up a fight, they're all going to be about turn 2 3, bend over 2 3, drop pants 2 3, spread cheeks 2 3,
Oh my God,
and
farty.
wait.
Maybe. I don't know, man. But I'm defending France here. If they come out and say otherwise, that's fine.
The Loup General has this like fucking bucket of KY with fucking big buddy painter's brush, and he just walks down the line and comes chucking the ground. I go,
You were generous giving them a brush. I was just sitting here thinking someone with like a big black rubber dishwashing glove, or like, you remember on Who Framed Roger Rabbit how Christopher Lloyd had that big black rubber glove and he's like shoving the cartoons in the barrels, and like I'm thinking my visual is all like, here's some dude just sticking 2 fingers into a big bucket of KY here, and then he's just slathering it right down cracks. He's just going blah, 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 down fucking one crack at a time, walking down the line. I have to do this another 100,000 times.
hey, you know, you know how the Russians like to go and take YouTube videos from like creators and shit, and then like set up their own bloody channel and like just copy things word for word and ship it in Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the Russians get to the French line, there'll be no loop there. But the Russians have already thought ahead, and they'll get the Toyksky girl.
Oh, Christ. Farty. Why, Farty? Why?
On that Toyksky.
Oh, my God. Good night, everybody.
That was bad.
Oh,
Quick
my
talk.
God. Oh, we're so done. We're gonna get nuked again. I can feel it. I can feel it in my nipples. Oh my God.
She's a slutbag daughter of an Orthodox bishop.
We will just put here's France. We will just put the lube in her mouth. She can hock to on all of them. Oh my God. All right. So yeah, I'm calling it now. It's gonna be President Harris. Dictator for life, President Harris. That's I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Farty, what are your opinions?
Well, if you have Kamala the cackling camel toe heels up Harris, fucking for any space of time, America will cease to be a country. For starters, it'll be an illegal fucking election because it will be either stolen, rigged, or whatever again if she gets in. She doesn't, and if she's fucking stand by like she's fucking did for the last bloody 4 years and not do anything like the arrogant fuckwit idiots you are, then she will ruin what is left of your country. And remember, I think I was saying this last week, where fucking one of the landmines that whoever is coming next has to trip. And there was a plan with Biden. Hopefully, Trump's seen it coming, but effectively, the BLM caused everyone to let everyone off the leash, effectively, police-wise and law-wise. And as I said,
the funny thing is BLM is not behind Kamala Harris.
Yeah, I know. But like, but as I said though before, it's a case of the place is getting absolutely cleaned out. It'll spot the white person, you know.
Yeah.
And it's predominantly black people that are doing it. And I reckon that's the ambush there, where if Biden did get in, he didn't, turn fucking terminal all of a bloody sudden. That fucking he was going to turn around and say, "Rightio, see, there's me point. We gave you 4 years, and you fucking turned the place upside down. Fucking, you are a bunch of savages. Here's another fucking crime bill like we did in the '90s.
Oh yeah,
You
the
know?
'94 crime bill was all Kamala Harris. It was
Yeah,
all fucking Harris, and
yeah, yeah,
we're gonna get that on a national level. And I keep trying to explain that to people, and they don't fucking listen to
yeah,
me.
yeah, exactly. And you think that one like it's going to be anything like '94? Well, she's going to fucking be so
No,
ruthless. It's not
all
funny.
13 to 20% or whatever it is right now, whatever percentage of minorities there are right now, are going to be locked up. Like they're
Oh
all
yeah,
going to get locked up.
oh yeah.
And she's gonna leave Whitey out of jail. She's gonna leave Whitey out of jail so she can stoke racial divide even more, so that when she
Mm-hmm.
runs again in another 4 years, she gets reelected again on a landslide because.
But the irony is when Trump has to crack down on this because someone's going to have to, and they have to do it in the next 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
because some places are about to go ruin. Like there's places in parts of San Francisco and California and shit like that that literally are fucking ruined now.
Oh yeah,
And even if you cleaned everybody out, like and all this kind of stuff, the fucking drug epidemic will kill so many people off. You won't have any inhabitants to come back there.
yeah.
Fucking
And there's a coordinated effort right now between China and MS-13 street gangs
mhm.
to
Get the
fucking
first
flood the
water.
United States with fentanyl.
Yeah.
And
Anyway, bloody, but
it
like, yeah, if fucking Camel Toe gets in, like,
when?
well, no, it's still an if.
Mm-mm.
Because, like I said, they might be fucking too scared to actually challenge like what vote comes in, because it will be that overwhelming for fucking Trump. They can't argue with it. They can't get away with this 81 fucking million votes anymore. Because like even like they're admitting now they've lost the black vote, the black male vote. They're losing the female vote. Um, but yeah, like um, yeah, but if when Trump gets in, right, it'll be classed as like, oh look, see, Trump is a racist. He's picking on the black fellas, you know, or black people. But when Biden or Kamala does it, it'll be, see, we told you, we gave them the chance, and they went and fucked it. And they're bloody savages, and no, we're not being racist. We're just being realists.
Yeah. No, it comes down to this. It will be Kamala Harris being in president. It will be.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's another thing I see with the Democrats too, that they're pushing her because it'd be better a black person does this to the black community than it will be for like some white Democrat to do it, because then they can blame her incompetence and like, oh, but she's black, she's allowed to do it. You see?
yeah. Then it's not racist.
Eh?
Then it's not racist.
Yeah.
Not racist.
I don't know, man. I am so tired of living in this country. And I don't think it's better in other parts of the world. I'm at a loss, Farty. I'm at a fucking loss. Because when I was a kid, like, now that I look back, I kind of see some of this shit happening. Like retro, what is the phrase, hindsight is 2020? And like, now that I look back and now that I think about it, I'm like, they were setting us up from when we were kids. They were setting us up from when we were kids. They were saying you gotta vote along a party line. And like, when I think about it, like, all the teachers were fucking, I've
Yep.
had only a couple of teachers that were conservative leaning. Even slightly conservative leaning. Only a couple,
Yep.
And
Yep. Yep. All the teachers in Australia, they're all in the teachers union and that means that they're all Labor right cunts and also greenies and shit, and they've been trying to brainwash fucking kids since the 1980s that fucking global warming and all that kind of shit's real.
Yeah.
So now there's too many fucking idiots that have been taught that shit from Word Dot, and their idiot fucking parents fell for it as well. So they're teaching their fucking kids from Word Dot that that's bloody all true and shit. Now that's the reason why we got fucking smart ass fucking young teenagers and fucking early adults and shit like that walking around like they fucking know everything, even though that they're fucking idiotically bloody wrong. That's the
Yeah.
shit that pisses me off. That smug fucking look they've got in their face like that. I know this and I know that because
And
fucking
I
asshole.
suppose I had something of a different perspective growing up. Because my father was an immigrant, and
Oh,
like,
just real quick.
yeah,
That one was Sunset Fizz, and that was fucking yummy.
was it yummy?
Now we're getting into the iffy ones.
Oh boy.
Sour blueberry.
Oh man, when they don't have fun names, you know it's gonna be gross. Um,
Yeah, tastes like a handful of nerds.
sucking off many nerds lately.
Great nerds.
But a bump. Sorry, Farty. You opened yourself up for that one. You opened this. You opened yourself up for that one.
And that's the truth.
um. So here's another reason why I think Kamala is going to be given the presidency. She won't earn it. She hasn't earned any fucking thing. We don't know anything about her. We don't know what her policy is outside of jail black people. And people who are excusing it, well, they deserved it. Okay, well then what do you say to the hundreds of thousands of fucking potheads she had jailed? What do you say to the people that she kept imprisoned after their release dates? So California had free slave labor.
That's pretty much what she's going to do now.
That's what she's going to
And
do
you
on a
remember how I was
national
saying,
level.
yeah, but remember how I was saying about the Democrats were basically telegraphing what they were doing,
Uh-huh.
all this kind of shit, and Biden's fucking famously, screamed out at one of his things years and years and years ago. They got to put you back in chains. Really, they are they?
Yeah,
Sounds like Kamala.
They. Uh-huh. Sure, they.
Yeah, sounds like Kamala is, but
At any rate, we know it's gonna be Harris, President Harris. We know it's gonna be. How do we know? Because Netflix just gave fucking Kamala Harris. Netflix, not the people who own Netflix. Netflix gave Kamala Harris $7 million. Let that shit sink in.
yeah,
Oh, we're dropping frames.
yeah,
Let me.
fucking no. Well, Netflix wants to waste money. Didn't they give fucking oh bloody what's her name? Bloody
Bloody.
cringe ass the success of duxes. Bloody the duxes of sausages. I mean the Duchess of Success. Fucking what's her name? She's married to fucking Ginger.
Oh shit. Rubber hose. Shit.
No,
Wrong one.
no, 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 no. Fucking was it Left Eye One Tear Go? Fucking what's her name?
T-Boz.
The stupid fucking slut that married Prince Harry.
Let's see. Steak and Shake.
No, no,
Oh
no.
shit.
Fucking oh, what's that silly cunt?
Slinky
Oh,
Throat.
Megan Markle.
Oh.
Megan's fuckhole. Yeah, but they gave her a shit ton of money for her to not actually produce anything.
Yeah.
So Megan's fuckhole chucked in Anita Sarkeesian.
Fucking fuck farty. Why do you gotta bring her up?
I don't know. Hey, have you ever noticed that Anita Sarkeesian's mouth kind of resembles a prolapsed arsehole
Her face
when she
resembles a
talks?
prolapse asshole. What are you talking about?
No, it's her lips when she talks and sort of do this pursed thing that makes it look like she's a prolapse. She's got a prolapsed arsehole.
Her face looks like a prolapsed asshole. There's nothing new there, Farty. Come on, keep up. Is your response to me just a fart? Is that it, sir? Oh, for fuck's sake! I quit. I quit. I'm done. Uh, oh, I do have some news before we get into our other topics. I do have some news. I did find a new job finally, and I wanted to tell everybody all at once. I did find a new job
What corner
finally.
are you sitting on?
I haven't figured that out yet. I'll find out tomorrow. But no, I start on Monday. So there will be a change to the stream time. I don't know right at the moment when that will be, but we still will have our regular stream next week. It might be a little later, it might be a little earlier. I don't know yet. But I will post on Discord when we're going live. I'll try to give everyone about an hour notice before we go live. I will let Farty know when we go live. I wanted everyone to know at the same time. I wasn't hiding that information. I want everybody to know. I didn't tell Farty at the start of before we went live. I didn't have time to, but I wanted to make sure I got that out there. So I did finally get a new job. No, I'm not going to tell you assholes what it is. I'm not going to tell you assholes where I work. That's just the way it is. Thoughts, Farty?
Um, no.
Someone tried to get into my
Fucking,
Microsoft account again.
fucking. Oh well. Back on the thing. Last week, another thing I did mention is that all the Republicans and Trump needed to do is just keep quiet and let the Dems run their mouths. And if you've been paying attention since, especially the assassination attempt, it's the Democrats that have been doing all the fucking talking.
Yeah.
And so far, they've got 1,000,001 fucking excuses for a question no one's actually asked yet.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to explain away the evil shit they're gonna be doing before they do it.
Well, it's not just that. It's sort of kind of like it's they're carrying on as if we've already asked the questions. Like, oh yeah, what about this? And then they go, oh, well, there's this excuse, and then they've preempted the other excuse, and it's sort of almost like they've decided to try and time it. Usually they've come out with this by now. Usually they come out with that by now, and
Yeah.
they just seem to be just like releasing these excuses on a timer, not realizing that no one's actually asking the fucking relevant questions that they keep answering the theory about, and it's kind of outing them fucking even further because it's like we didn't fucking just we didn't fucking question the first fucking excuse that you gave us. What's with these other 15?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and especially since these other 15 explain plot holes in these
It's
other
like
you know.
it's like a kid. When you ask a kid what they're up to and they say nothing, and then they go, "Well, we did this," and then they start to give away the bad shit they've been doing by, "Oh, okay, well then we actually did this," and they're getting nervous. They're gonna get found out, so they keep going. They keep saying shit. You know how like kids are, right? You remember when you were a kid, Farty, how like you get nervous, you're gonna get in trouble, so like you would slowly let out the truth to try
So how
and
did the
like.
peanut butter jelly sandwich get into the VCR? Oh, well, I didn't make one. But well, how come you got peanut butter and jelly on your hands? Well, see, it wasn't me. I was trying to catch it. You see, no, it was Timmy who made one. But then it turned into a plane, and then it started flying around. And I was trying to catch it, and I caught it a few times. But then it started flying around, and then the pilot decided he was gonna land in the VCR, and then that's how it got in. And the pilot got out and ran away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean, right? Like, no one was asking the questions. They're just, what were you up to? Nothing. And then it becomes a thing, right? It becomes the kid is explaining something and no one asked the kid. And the kid is just so fucking nervous he's going to get in trouble that he like slowly, selectively starts to tell you the truth until he finally comes out with the truth. And that's what I feel like is going on with the Democrats. That's what I feel like is going on with them right now. I feel like they are that child that's like, no one's asking anything. We're just accepted. You did stupid shit. And you know you're going to get caught for doing that stupid shit. So, you know, whatever. We're just going to let you keep doing.
Well,
Why did my mic drop to fucking 25%? Windows. It's doing it right in front of my fucking face. I'm sorry, I need to go on this tangent. Windows is literally dropping my microphone volume from fucking 100% to 80 to 70 to fucking 50. What the fuck, Windows?
I don't know. Have you got an auto equalizing sort of thing?
No, I don't have any of that shit.
Fuck, where were we? Fuck, excuses.
Where I was talking about how that child has that mentality that like, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble, so I may as well come clean with the truth, but I want to soften the blow so I don't get in trouble. So I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, looking at it like as I've described this presidency as being like a really, really horrifically bad B movie, B TV show kind of thing, where you've got to suspend all fucking disbelief for a lot of this shit to actually sort of be true in the real world. With the shooter, there's a lot of discrepancies and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, the Democrats are running around saying he's a Trump supporter, he's actually a Republican, blah blah blah, blah, so blame yourselves. And we're all like, yeah, we're not buying that shit for a start. And sure enough, he's a Democrat, fucking hates Trump. And like, how'd you get the rifle? He's only a bloody kid, so the CIA must have given it to him, and all this kind of shit. And it is starting to really fucking look like the CIA were gonna they kind of were gonna let it happen, kind of thing, or the Secret Service. And it really does kind of look like that. You'll find out that this is like some really pathetically fucking covered up fucking conspiracy from the Biden admin to take out Trump. Like I fucking said, the only way they're going to stop him is to blah, 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 blah. And they've made it out that like some fucking loony sycophant Trump derangement syndrome fucking psychopath fucking bloody underpants wearing Pelosi house breaking into with a hammer fucking nut job like that will take it upon themselves, but have most likely possibly even been groomed with some fucking MK Ultra nonsense fucking bullshit. We're going to go down the conspiracy route,
Okay.
just to push him along a bit, give him the rifle and all that, and said, off you go, son, fucking, do your country the fucking service, take out the threat to democracy and blah, 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 blah. And, it'll all fucking come out because it's that pathetically fucking done. It's not fucking funny. Like,
Yeah.
it's so fucking B grade, it's not fucking funny. And like, I'd laugh if it does come out and it is that fucking shit house.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What the fuck? Why does my microphone keep doing this, man? I'm sorry. Like, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just really fucking pissed that my microphone keeps dropping from 100% to 25% and then bouncing up to 60% and then bouncing to 50%.
Operating system induced oscillation.
I'm gonna oscillate the fuck out of my operating system with my fist and feet. And maybe my head.
Yeah. But anyway, here's another thing I was thinking of too. As you were setting up all this kind of shit, and you're doing the YouTubey nonsense, and you're like, no, it's not bloody child friendly and all this kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
was thinking about like fucking the detriment of what's happened with these things that with YouTube Kids and Elsa Gate and things of that nature. And that's actually they've pretty much fucking separated everybody who would normally find that shit and report it and fucking have it booted and fucking call the cops and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Fucking hand it off to 4chan, whatever. Like, well, we don't know where these little cunts have gone anymore. Because, well, we can't really go and associate with YouTube Kids.
Well, we know where they went. They all fucked off to fucking 4chan, and they all fucked off to fucking other avenues on the internet.
Yeah, no, they're still here. We just haven't found them yet. They're off in some fucking deep dark part of fucking YouTube, and
Yeah.
like they use codes and stuff like that, you know, phone numbers and locations and fucking links and blah blah woof woof, and they use it in the clear and fucking in the comment section and whatnot. So they've probably got videos and stuff with bloody codes that they use. It's in the back thing that you'd never probably find unless you just randomly fucking type some shit in and stumbled across it.
Yeah,
So, but until like it comes to air, like yeah, they've gone and hid. So now we can't find these cunts, and fuck knows what's going on with the bastards. So that's one detriment of fucking trying to separate everybody is that like it was going back to what I was thinking of saying of this silly fucking slag that I offered my assistance to. It was that back in the day, right, when we were allowed to say shit, whatever we wanted to, we were basically policing ourselves.
Oh yeah, because you were putting yourself on display for everyone to see, and anyone.
Not just that, but like if you had an extremist or something like that, nowadays you can't swear, you can't use insults, you can't fucking tell somebody off, you can't insult their mother, you can't blah 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 blah. And God knows what when the fucking the algorithm gets a bee up its bum and decides, oh, I think you're arguing, so I'm going to stop this conversation completely.
Yeah.
Why? But fucking back in the day, when you could fucking, say what you needed to say without having to be all like, oh, come on, mate, don't do that. That's not very nice. You might hurt someone's feelings if you did something like that. But no, don't be a fucking dumb cunt, you stupid fucking asshole. You fucking coward piece of shit, scumbag cunt. Your
Yeah.
mum's a dirty fucking whore and I'll make her my fucking bitch when you're gone. Yeah, I'll fucking knock her fucking teeth out so I can get some sloppy, gummy fucking head jobs off the bitch while she's gagging on the big fucking cock over your fucking gravy little shit. Stuff like that. Just like, and like, they were talking about this kid that went into fucking Sydney University a couple of weeks ago and went stabby on a bunch of people. And,
Yeah.
he probably did kill the next fucking, doctor that's going off to fucking deepest, darkest Africa to perform fucking, complicated and expensive bloody surgeries on fucking jungle bunnies in the middle of bloody nowhere, fucking for free and all this kind of shit.
Right.
Being out the ultimate fucking, consummate fucking bloody altruistic fucking individual all his life, and this fucking idiot's going to stabby them. And it was like, no, you dickhead, fucking, if you're going to target these fuckers, get the ones with the spiky fucking purple hair and the big sweaty hair under their armpits and stuff like that. Not fat blokes, they're big fucking they're big social studies fucking shrills. And fucking but like the amount of extremists of the people probably fucking talked out of what they were going to do by being able to tell them, how to be, what to do, where to go properly.
Yeah.
As opposed to trying to do this fucking,
well, I think.
It might hurt someone's feelings. Yeah, well, and I fucking usually hurt someone's fucking feelings too,
I think what it is that, when you put your shit on display, when it's in public view for everyone to see, because the internet allows that. The internet allows you to put your dumb shit ideas in front of everybody, right? Think of the internet as jackass for everyone, right? Everybody can put their dumb ideas online. And I believe we shouldn't stifle speech online. Yeah, it might upset some people, but guess what? We need people to be upset about certain ideas. We need people to see and be exposed to this shit, not so we need to stop them from doing this. We need to stop them from No, that's not how you stop them from doing this. Okay? When you see a couple of kids get into a shopping cart and ride down the side of a fucking 2-story house and fucking break an arm or an elbow, you're not encouraging people to do that. You're encouraging people to laugh at the stupidity of assholes who actually would do that. All right? We need more of that shit. All right? We need more people to do jackass stunts on the internet. All right? We need YouTube to just go, you know what? Post whatever the fuck you want. We have protections, right? Which is why it bothers the hell out of me. YouTube gets federal protection from the shit people post online, right? And they want to stem or curb or this or that the other thing. And so, okay, cool, whatever. But then you get people posting shit like beheading videos. Okay. Why can't we have beheading video? I'm never going to watch that shit, but why can't we have it on YouTube? They cracked down on that shit real quick. I believe you remember those days, Farty, where people were posting beheading videos on YouTube. Yeah, they cracked down on that shit real fucking quick. What's that?
They even did it on Live League as well.
Yeah, they did. And
the pathetic excuse is that, oh no, we're not going to give them the fame that they want, or else they'll just keep doing it. No, they still kept doing it.
No, they're still going to keep doing it, and you know what? They're going to do it even more now because America's not seeing it. They want to be seen. They want you to know what their beliefs are. Okay, let's show them what their beliefs are. Let's show them. Okay, and I get it. Okay, well, think about the children. Think about the children. No. What you need to do is teach the kids this is the shit they are up to. There goes my microphone dipping a fucking again. 52%. Stop it. Stop it, Windows, you piece of shit. 75%. I give up. I've lost this fight. Anyway, they've put that shit on display. All right, put it on display for everyone to fucking see. Put it on display for the entire world so we know, okay, these assholes are still up to this. Maybe I don't want to go there for my next trip. Maybe I don't want to spend money there. Maybe, out of principle, I'll stop, buying oil-based products because maybe I don't want to support these countries.
Maybe if they showed Palestinians and Gazans throwing poo jabbers off fucking tall buildings and going splat on the ground, maybe more gay cunts out here will fucking see it and stop fucking protesting for Palestine.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe
if we're allowed to see the war footage and all this kind of stuff and blah, blah, woof, people might be a bit more acclimatized to what's actually happening in the Palestine and Israeli region and would realise that most of Israel's neighbours are a bunch of fucking cunts, aren't fucking actually classified as bloody humans. So in the Gaza Strip, for there to be a human rights violation, first there needs to be bloody humans. I don't know what the fuck everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
But everyone would be realising that this isn't just something that just cropped up. This has been going on since 1979, and the Ayatollah Khomeini got into fucking Iran and changed everything to fundamental Islam. That's when everything started fucking kicking off. And this whole fucking time has been the Palestinians and the Gazans being a bunch of cunts to the fucking Israelis.
And
but no. Here's all these fucking pseudo-educated dumb cunts who think they're smart because they got fucking Google on their bloody phone or about to find out how hard life's going to be when the phones, the internet, and all that kind of shit get fucking shut off because of World War bloody 3.
Oh, yeah. They won't know how to function.
These dumb cunts running around thinking they fucking know and everything, fucking all of a sudden standing up for a bunch of terrorists. You can't tell them otherwise because you're just homophobic if you do that, you dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we stand. I'm of the firm belief World War III needs to happen. World War III needs to happen, and it needs to happen because people are complacent. Society has become complacent. We have lived through this is what the longest period of almost uninterrupted peace for the most part. Aside from a couple of intercontinental skirmishes, and I'm going to call them skirmishes because they weren't really wars, right? Iraq wasn't really a war. It wasn't.
War tourism, they're calling it now.
What's that?
War tourism, they're calling it now.
Oh yeah, but it's not really a war. There's been no declaration.
No, they go for a tour. They jump in their armored vehicle. They tootle around for a bit. They hear an AK round ping off the armored vehicle. They turn the crow system around. Find a little fucker hiding behind a rock, calling a couple of artillery shells. Keep driving.
Yeah.
Then they go off to fucking Ukraine. They think, oh yeah, we're the big bad and all this. We've been so many tours here, there, and everywhere. And the next thing you know, they're the goat herder with the AK and the fucking the motorcycle without any air support and artillery or nothing. Fucking, and it's the other side that got all the fucking groovy stuff, and they're like, oh shit, this isn't what we fucking thought it was. It's like, welcome to war, son.
Yeah. So it needs to happen. It just needs to happen. This is all there is to it. We've become too complacent. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
We've suffered through peace. We've suffered through peace. We've become complacent. We've become like, oh, there's no real problem, so let's complain about things that don't fucking matter. I'm sorry, your sexuality doesn't matter to me. Okay, I've got bigger problems to worry about. I've got problems.
See, like I can tell you exactly where, like militarily, especially with the United States. So up through Vietnam, you still had conscription and all this kind of stuff, and there was large deployments due to the Cold War on the many fronts that actually did have.
Yeah.
Now, fucking after Vietnam, you got rid of conscription, or I think it was like in the early 70s during Vietnam. We got rid of conscription, and the US Army decided that instead of having that kind of like small officer corps and small professional army and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of bloody people who don't really want to be there, let's restructure it so it's like a proper professional, fully volunteer army. And Australia sort of did a similar thing, where we were like, even with conscription, we were a professional army, professional standing army, but we did have a national service base and a reserve element.
Yeah.
Part-timers. But in the 80s and early 90s, we restructured for the Army 21 program, which smaller, more mobile units that were like sort of more light strike, hit and run. So where we got like more light armored vehicles, APCs, and long-range patrol vehicles, and basically lots more vehicle-bound stuff. And that also goes to explain why we went to the Ostire and got rid of the SLR, the F1 and the Sterling machine gun, submachine guns, and the M60, and went to the F89 Minimi.
Yeah.
Or the 230 and 249 or something like that. You guys call it over there, the SAW. Because they were more designed, like the Steyr and the F89 were designed more better to get in and out of vehicles with than having a big full length battle rifle SLR or an M60 or something like that. But we're now going back to full length battle rifles or M4 style, not bullpup type deals. And the Mag 58 or the 240 Bravo, whatever the fuck it's called over in America. We got that to replace the M60 as a general purpose machine gun, because the F89 was still firing a 5.56, and not really a decent machine gun round. But yeah, anyway,
we have Dester in the chat.
Getting back onto the point, right? So going up to like the end of the Cold War, the US Army was extremely fucking professional, extremely fucking good, and this is like pretty much the heyday of like the Western militaries, because like we were researching, developing a whole lot of stuff. There was like new equipment coming in, new tactics, all this kind of stuff. like the special forces community were like, still unknowns to just about everybody except for us, and they were sort of like rock stars in the thing, and we sort of everyone wanted to emulate them, and we were learning a lot of stuff, out of them, thinking, oh yeah, it's the top of the line, fucking, top notch fucking training and all this kind of shit. Um, and then you get into the 90s, and we didn't really have
Mhm.
much of a purpose, so we're still fighting for the previous two wars, which was Vietnam. So it's doing still a lot of long jungle warfare kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and the Cold War. So a lot of still big battle, big movement, large formations kind of stuff. And after I'd left at the end of the 90s, was when September 11 happened, and
Yeah.
they went to counterinsurgency warfare. Now we fared a lot better in the counterinsurgency warfare part of things, because that was still a lot of the training from the jungle warfare, Vietnam sort of era type stuff, which was in fact counterinsurgency, counter guerrilla warfare. Um, so we were still sort of training that kind of stuff right up until September 11, but it was a different sort of element where we trained for counterinsurgency in a jungle with a little bit of urban warfare sort of thing. Because as I was about to leave, they had opened up the urban warfare training center up at Canungra, where we still got the Viet Cong villages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, bloody. Uh, but then we go from that kind of a training over to Afghanistan, where there's no hiding, there's no vegetation, there's like you're either in green or you're in deep brown, so you got to pick your uniform kind of thing. That's where multi-flage and multi-cam came from. It was designed to work both in like a wooded environment, plus you could wear it up in the mountains and shit like that, and it wouldn't make you stick out.
Yeah.
Um, fucking so like that was a counterinsurgency warfare in terrain that we weren't used to. And then we go into Iraq, where there's like villages and shit like that. Now we're doing urban warfare, but with a counterinsurgency thing, but on a larger scale than what we train for.
Right.
Because the urban warfare sort of thing is only for well, back when it was first opened, it wasn't very much. It was more sort of like a more the SASR's playing ground than anybody else's, really.
Right.
Not, oh, we're sick of fucking Western Australia. Let's go up to Queensland for a bit. um,
um,
yeah, bloody.
but we do have Destry in the chat. I wanted to get to his chats before he had to fuck off.
Eh,
So I don't want to. Sorry, I was trying to let you talk. Destry says Vietnam had so many draft dodgers they just dropped conscription. And the main issue with the U.S. Army is the officers' corps is full of middle management types, and the grunts are just grunts. He says the Steyr is his favorite bullpup, and something about the M240 Bravo. He just says M240 Bravo. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that.
he's probably
Des.
correcting me on something, because oh yeah, I know it is the Mag 58, because that's what it was back when we were first getting it.
Yeah.
And like I keep hearing the answers like the M240 or the M249, the M240 Bravo. It's like I just call it the F89 and the bloody Mag 58. But anyway, yeah. So going through Iraq and Afghanistan, there was a lot of the whole war tourism thing, and guys who have done multiple tours and stuff like that. If you compare them to like Vietnam veterans that are in like I Corps or something like that, these guys in Afghanistan and Iraq got it
Oh, okay.
quite fucking easy, if you want to tell the truth of the matter. And then this also happened in Australia as well, whereas in the previous few years prior to the actual fucking pull out of Afghanistan, a lot of woke fucking generals and shit started getting in, and I think it was fucking Campbell, who was chief of the army, turned around and said one day, "Oh, we're not allowed to have like warlike iconography on our uniforms and shit like that. So no Spartan patches, no Punisher badges, no fucking skulls and crossbones,
Right.
no this, no that, you know." And that kind of wokey nonsense shit started fucking coming in then,
Yeah.
and so you've had a lot of people who have left, and not very many people have come back in, and they've had to go and lower the standards. So you got all these people who are too unfit to do the job, but you're also accepting all these people who are too woke to fucking do the job.
Yeah.
And instead of being getting there getting yelled at by the drill sergeant's got to handle them with kids' glove and asking the pronoun and all this kind of fucking shit.
Do I
But the
have
problem is,
permission to make you give me 20 push-ups?
yeah, the problem with that is though, is that you still had like a proper army, while all this shit was sort of filtering in, and they were off in deployments in Afghanistan and Iraq and all these other places, and then fucking they were actually doing a job. And I said this all the way back when this fucking started, in fucking 2001, that they got to be there for decades, plural, to breed this out of the population. And effectively, that's what you'd already done. You got people who are like in their 20s to like almost 30s who've got no idea what living under the fucking Taliban is like and prefer to have the life that they've got now.
Yeah.
Well, the life that they had a few years ago before Potato fucked things up.
Yeah. Destro says a bunch of lifers aren't getting paid, so they're leaving, and that the Saw was a heavy piece of shit, and the Bravo was well liked.
I didn't mind the saw, it just didn't have much hitting power because of the 5.56 round. Um, anyway, fucking bloody you carry a fuck ton of ammo with it though. That was the good part of it. And you can feed it with fucking M16 mags as well if you really needed to.
I don't know much about firearms, so I just kind of keep myself. I like firearms. Don't get it twisted. I'm not like anti-gun or anything. I like firearms. I think they're beautiful works of modern what is the word, engineering. I just don't know anything about them, so I kind of leave this one to you guys.
Anyway.
Continue.
So fucking the blokes who were in Afghanistan were doing a job, and there was a point to the job, and they actually agreed with it, and that's mainly the reason why you had multiple tour guides, like 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking tours, in some cases. And the point where it became pointless is when Potato fucking pulled up fucking stakes overnight, fucked off, and then gave it back to the people that were fighting in the first place, especially when we were fucking winning. So that, mate, had a mass exodus of the US Army. And now you've gotten rid of all your professionals, all your experienced guys, all the blokes who fucking can fight and can lead and should actually be there still.
Yeah.
They've all fucked off because they now just fucking feel completely fucking betrayed and all this kind of stuff. And the only cunts that are left are your fatties and your fucking woke cunts and all the cunts you really don't want to have fucking sitting behind a fucking weapon.
Yeah. Dester says same with the Bravo. I'm assuming he means that he liked the Bravo. The Saw jammed like a motherfucker when I shot at the range, but it could have been not maintained, or it could have been that particular one was worn out and the tolerances weren't what they should have been.
If it's at a range too, if you weren't the first person to fire it, how many rounds have been through it before it came to you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like the tolerances were probably fucked.
Oh no! If some cunts put a couple of hundred rounds through the bloody thing, he's all dirty as fuck, man. You're gonna have stoppages and shit like crazy after that.
Yeah.
So if they've just gone like, oh yeah, here's a 100 round belt, and then fucking next cunt, here's a 100 round belt, and then 3 other cunts, and then they're like, Dester, here you go, here's your 100 round belt. Fuck.
So you think it's just maintenance problems? You don't think that it was just worn out?
Well, I'd have to inspect the weapon to tell you, but like, yeah, well,
More
like I said,
often than not, is it going to be maintenance?
No, not so much maintenance as opposed to just cleanliness. Like, because after a couple 100 rounds, you should really start thinking about cleaning it. Like in a firefight, you're not really going to have much of a fucking
Well,
say in the matter.
doesn't
But
maintenance involve cleaning it?
well, like
Sorry,
repairs and
sorry to call you out like that,
repairs and
Farty.
shit. I'd say like maintenance was more repairs and shit.
Yeah.
Like, well, to maintain the weapon, you do need to clean it, of course. But like, yeah, fucking but well,
You said it
yeah,
looked
you
clean
get
enough.
fouling and all that kind of stuff, eh?
He said it looked clean enough. I'm not sure clean enough was clean enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at the gas system, though. How full of fucking shit was the gas system, though? Yeah.
He said, "I have you there, Farty."
fucking like, well, it couldn't be the rounds because they don't use the SS-109 round anymore, and that one was fucking pathetic as all fuck.
Yeah.
The main problem with the Steyr, though, was because it was a polymer rifle, it was lubricated with graphite powder instead of oil.
Yeah.
And so an old SLR, an M60, or anything like that, you could just dunk into that of fucking gun oil or bloody sump oil. That was an
I don't
old
know. I
Soviet
like
trick.
graphite as a lube. I really do. I like graphite as a lube. It's dry. It sticks to everything really nicely. Everything
Yeah.
goes smooth against it. I think it's a superior lubricant
Mm,
for
well,
most
yeah.
applications. For most, I don't know about firearms. I do not
Hang
know.
on, shut the fuck up for a sec.
No, I don't want
Um,
to.
well, anyway, the bloody an old Soviet trick was using sump oil out of trucks,
Okay.
recycle all that as fucking gun oil. But like, well, the problem with the Star was that we'd gone fucking bloody what do they call it when you got two genders at a school?
Shit. Uh,
Uh,
Xenophobic,
no,
homophobic.
no.
Oh shit. I don't know the answer. Please don't beat me up.
Not unisex. Anyway, fucking what the fuck was I gonna say there? Oh, that's right. Yeah, because well, the army went fucking multi-gendered back when the Star came in. And there you got fucking women and little tiny girls and big burly blokes and everything in between. The instructions were like
He
one
says
squirt here, one
unisex.
squirt there, and two squirts here. And you had this little applicator bottle with this solid graphite powder. And the problem with graphite powder is it's a solid, not a fucking liquid. Doesn't
Yeah,
move out the road like a liquid. And so if you put too much in, it creates fouling.
that is true. Yeah, you got
Doesn't
to be
close
real
up
careful with
properly.
it.
Doesn't lock up. You won't have like have out of battery issues. Fucking double feeds and all sorts of stupid shit. Right. But if you don't put enough in, it doesn't lubricate enough, so you have stoppages because the bolt won't fucking close down properly, won't lock up, out of battery issues, fucking double feeds, blah blah blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so that was a problem with the graphite powder in the start.
Yeah.
Another reason why I prefer the older guns, the old metal weapons.
Yeah, yeah, graphite is weird because you do have to use a very specific amount, and if you just heap it in there, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna work out very well for you in the end.
Well, that's the problem. You see, define a because the blokes will go and the little girls go, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, graphite you can get away with very little. You can get away with very little. I suppose. I suppose liquid lubricants are more idiot proof. You could just glop a shit ton on in there, and then just wipe off the excess. And you can't really
Yeah.
do that with graphite because graphite, like I said, sticks to every fucking thing.
Oh, it's messy as fuck too.
Yeah. Okay,
But
I will amend my previous statement. I will amend I will amend it now. Graphite is a superior lubricant if used correctly.
but another problem with that polymer rifle, the F88 Ostar, was that back in the day we used to get these bottles of bug juice, like insect repellent, and on it used to say, "Do not put any plastic parts or fucking plastic watch covers and things like that." Um, the funny part about it is it comes in a plastic bottle itself. But anyway, there's one guy, he had one up on his webbing, like on like the front of his shoulder,
Right.
and we're on this exercise, and he's gone to ground, and fired away, and fucking moved up, couldn't find shit. It's a false alarm. Anyway, fucking counter ambushed on bloody nothing. Probably a wallaby. Anyway,
Canned wallaby?
fucking
That sounds good.
it was about half an hour, three-quarters of an hour later. I can't remember who it was. Sitting there, what the fuck is this shit? And you look over,
Oh
and
my
he's
god.
fucking his gooey shit starting to fucking stick to his bloody uniform and stuff, and his rifle starting to fucking starting to melt and shit. He's going to ground. He's cracked his fucking bug juice and it's gone all over the stock. Started melting the polymer.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucks the rifle.
So we have
Another fun fact about it is if you're about to get caught, take the barrel, the rifle by the barrel, and swing the plastic parts nearest on the nearest hard object, like a wall or a tree or something like that, so it denies the enemy the weapon.
Yeah.
I prefer the others that aren't. Grab the gun by the barrel and start swinging at the heads of the cunts who are coming at you.
We have a breaking update in the President Trump shooting situation. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
2 weeks after the shooting, and the FBI has confirmed that former President Trump was struck in the ear by, are you ready? A bullet.
Oh my god.
So, him missing part of his ear, the FBI has confirmed that that a bullet went and gave him an ear piercing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Who could have seen that coming?
What? Oh my god. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Shit.
Duster says nothing is idiot proof because they will make a better idiot. They do. They do every 10 years. Every 10 years a better idiot comes along. And that idiot sets the standard for the next batch of people 10 years later.
Idiot proof only fucking breeds the next fucking idiot that skips the bloody step that you'll have to fucking skip as a part of the system instead of fucking allowing the cunts to control it themselves.
Yeah. That is the sad reality, isn't it?
Hey.
That is the sad reality, isn't it?
Yeah.
Des, there is a delay on chat, so what are you saying well damn to? I don't know what Des is saying well damn to. We need to figure that out quick. Post haste. What? Okay.
Yeah, you put as many safety measures in there, and some idiot's still going to find herself a way to fucking hurt themselves.
Yeah. This is something.
Then you put another safety measure in, and they still hurt themselves.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. The FBI. Oh yeah, the FBI. I thought that's what you were talking about, Des, but I wasn't sure. Speaking of the Trump shooting, I wanted to touch on this because we got some good news finally. The idiot in charge of the Secret Service details. Huh?
She resigned.
She was. She resigned.
Resigned.
She did.
Yeah, resigned.
She was resigned from her jib.
The Joby.
She's gone. And I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of wanted her to stay in.
All I got to say is, oh, look, it's another woman in charge of something, and she's completely fucked it up. Like, totally.
Here's my take. This is going to be a hot take. Are you ready? You know the whole BlackRock thing. The whole BlackRock situation tied to the whole Trump being shot at thing. I think she was on the take. I think, and this isn't much of a hot take. I think everybody believes this. I think she took the money from that. Now she can go back to guarding Pepsi. Oh my God. Pepsi don't even want her now, dude. That's true. I think she was taking money from BlackRock to ensure Trump there was a gap in security. And I'm positive, this is just me. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. Well, I guess this is being a conspiracy theorist, whatever. This is just me. This is my opinion that she was a Pepsi exec. Oh, well, maybe now she can work on the plant floor bottling shit. But no, here's my take. Is that she was getting money from BlackRock to make sure there was a gap in Trump's security. She was probably in cahoots with with the sniper, which is why you kind of see her doing that. I'm a dog that's got to go outside and then attempt to squat 5 times because I'm too old to like actually squat, and it hurts every time I go down because my hips are going out, kind of, you know what I mean. Farty, I was gonna call you Doku. Shit, someone needs to fucking
Yeah,
stop
well,
me.
that's what I was saying earlier, though, with the whole, like, if I was to be a conspiracy theorist and all this kind of shit, and, they just made it legal for fucking presidents to fucking off their opponents, and, all they needed to do was convince some fucking cunt that's overdosed on TDS and copium and,
Yeah,
fucking, here, Sonny Jim, here's a gun, do yourself and do this, the country a service and save our democracy, and the head of the Secret Service, Sheila, she's either a complete incompetent fucking piece of shit, showing my fucking point about how, especially women CEOs tend to fuck things up and then piss off.
yeah.
And why the fuck are we making them that? They're breaking the glass ceiling. Yeah, you didn't just break the glass ceiling, you broke everything else. Now you're buggering off.
You didn't break the
Now
glass
you made a
ceiling. You
bloody
broke
mess.
the building the ceiling was attached to, and now
Yeah,
everything's in shambles. Dester
yeah,
says, remember, I told you the shooter was perched on the building the local PD's SWAT was stationed at. Yeah, he was sitting there.
yeah, they're
Everybody
inside.
saw him for an hour, didn't do shit.
Yeah. But anyway, fucking,
Mhm.
either that or she's in on it.
Well,
And this
yeah,
is
because
like,
we know she was in on it because she gave the
yeah,
order to not fire for an hour, and then the dude that did finally fire lost his fucking job over it.
yeah, well,
Why are
fucking,
you going to fire someone who was doing his job properly?
yeah, because, he was supposed to not fire and let this cunt fucking crack off a few more rounds and hopefully finish the bloody job. Um, but, like, yeah, that's that fucking bullshit B grade TV series, fucking, fucking suspend disbelief nonsense crap. She's in on it. She was directed by Biden or the Biden or Jill to fucking take Trump out so as he
Yeah.
couldn't run. And then, like I was saying about the 4 more years, after 4 years of another Democrat government, there's not going to be anybody around to look into Biden's or anything like that. And so Pelosi's and the Bidens, they get away with it. The Clintons get away with it. Fucking, it's be too far down the track. And
Yeah.
by that point, they would have secured the rigging of all the elections furthermore, which means you're not going to get a Republican government back while any of these cunts are alive, anyways.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with Biden that I'm sort of starting to think as well, is that, since bloody the the debate and everyone turned on him basically, oh look, the cunt's too old, he can't put 2 words together, oh shit, when were they going to tell us this, how long have they known, blah 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 blah, as if it's a massive fucking shock, something we've known since, holy shit, 20, 30 fucking years the cunt's been fucking losing the bloody plot. But either way,
Yeah.
but uh, he's pretty much been getting progressively fucking worse. And it's almost like he's starting to really fucking dial it on, just so because they know that he's going to lose and he's going to be as effectively a civilian soon. And with that fucking that oh buddy, what's it call it when you that precedent they set by fucking arresting Trump, so they're going to come and bite them in the ass as well.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna start fucking bunging on the whole. Oh yeah, diminished responsibilities. Oh, he's a silly old duffer and doesn't know what fucking day it is, and oh, you can't put his old ass in jail, and oh
Oh, this is
they'll
America.
wheel
We
him in on
put
a
blind
fucking bed
people
with an
in jail
oxygen
for.
mask and all sorts. Like, oh, he's on death's door and all this kind of shit, and then we'll find out fucking later on there's photos of him walking his fucking dog or something. You know, it'll be that
Farty,
kind of a fucking
Farty, you're
stupid
forgetting.
nonsense.
You're forgetting that this is America. We put blind people in jail for jaywalking, and I'm not kidding when I say that.
Oh no, he'll chuck a Christopher Skase. I mean, Christopher Skase did that. He came to the bloody the courthouse, because he ran from Australia for embezzlement, and they were trying to fucking extradite him from Mallorca in Spain, and fucking he was coming to the bloody courthouse, the bloody oxygen mask and a blanket over him in a wheelchair, and nurses fucking wheeling him in and all this kind of shit. And then he cried he's fucking broke, and then everyone's like, "Well, how you affording all of this medical care? Then you fucking popo cunt." The next question, fucking, and he finally fucking died, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we want fucking evidence."
Man, dude, I gotta stop looking on Twitter, man. I gotta stop looking on Twitter.
What's that?
Dester says that this ex Secret Service lady tried to press charges against the guy who shot the shooter. I didn't know that. What I want to know is why they didn't use images of what he looked like after, or before, like current images. Because if you've seen like the few current images that were out there of the guy that did it, you'll know that the guy that did it was a lefty trans woman.
Oh, give it another one of those.
Yeah. But they were a registered Republican, yeah, because Donald Trump is because Donald Trump doesn't have registered Democrat in his history.
See, I don't know whether that would be a half-assed effort from some dumb fucking, bloody tranny that's off their fucking chops on fucking estrogen or whatever the fuck, or hormonal and whatnot, or whether that's just the fucking useless half-assedness of the Democrats, and this is part of their, pathetic fucking attempt at trying to cover it up. Like, oh, we'll register him as a Democrat. See, he's a registered Democrat. Where's the rest of the evidence? Oh, fuck. Forgot that shit.
Yeah.
Why do we keep fucking everything up? Because you're Democrats, idiots. Yeah.
I'm tired of this. Our last topic, this is probably going to be a quick and easy one. Why, Farty, are there so many fucking pedophiles on YouTube?
Well, like I said earlier, is because fucking when they did that YouTube Kids and all this kind of shit and separated us from having like the entire community, and we can't fucking talk and all this kind of shit, we can't fucking, the, the they've alienated that many different communities and stuff like that. We can't really police the fucking joint.
Yeah.
The reason why there are so many fucking pedos on the bloody joint is because we can't get rid of the cunts because we don't know where the fuck they are. Thanks, fucking Susan, you dumb fucking whore.
Yeah, and that and the new leadership of YouTube doesn't care enough.
But then
the problem
this is the same organisation that thought there was no problem with Lindsay Amer as well. So the show that used to run queer kids stuff. I don't know whether she still does it.
Yeah, I had forgotten about that channel, to be honest with you. But here's the problem. Mr. Beast, right? One of the you son of a piece of bitch, shit, fuck you, Windows. Ooh, go fucking
fuck, shit, fuck.
All right, I am done swearing at my computer. For dropping my fucking microphone levels, even though no one asked you to do that. Windows, go fuck yourself. At any rate, Mr. Beast, you know Mr. Beast, right? You know of the channel. Turns out that his right-hand man or trans woman was sitting there fucking messaging kids, probably fucking kids. And the biggest fucking channel on YouTube, right? The biggest subscriber base on YouTube has had a kid fucker working with them from day one. And I am 100% certain there's no way in hell Jimmy, the guy that runs the channel, Mr. Beast, no chance in hell he didn't know this was going on. No chance in hell. And there's no chance that he didn't try to stop this to begin with. None. I think he was fucking complicit in it. I think he allowed it to happen. And I think he said basically just don't get caught.
Mm.
I think that's basically the gist of it. And then this guy goes, "Oh well, you know, we decided that I was gonna leave." And then there's another statement from Jimmy going, "No, we kicked his ass out."
Yeah, that was the last I saw. It was a thumbnail entitled "I've seen enough," and Mr. Beast kicks out fucking very bloody pinko fucking.
Yeah, I honestly think that he was complacent and complicit in it. That he knew what was going on and didn't say shit. And the dude probably diddled a few himself. You think Jimmy diddled kids himself? Because I wouldn't, you know, I'm sure that in an organization like that, I'm sure there's more shit going on. I was like, you just don't, I don't know of anybody who is that altruistic, who's giving away millions of dollars a week, out of the kindness of their heart. Like,
Well, if I had that money, I'd be doing a similar thing.
if I had that kind of money that I could just, you know,
Not the diddling kids part, the
not
giving out the money.
not the diddling kids part, no, but if I had the kind of money where I could just buy my way out of whatever and, you know, and pay people to shut the hell up, I don't know what kind of shady shit I would get up to. Maybe I'd sell drugs. Maybe I'd be a fucking cartel kingpin, right?
If you're making that much money, if you're making Mr. Beast money doing whatever the fuck you're doing, why bother doing all the other shit that'll get you into trouble and stop you from getting that
Oh, just for the
original
thrill of
fucking-
it. Just for the thrill of it. Just because I could. What's that?
Fuck that! I wouldn't even be that greedy either. Like like he's got how many millions of bloody dollars, right? I'd only go for like 10, then invest the fuck out of it, then sit back being a lazy cunt.
Oh, Destier. Oh my God, Destier wants to know where Mr. Peace got all that money to begin with. He got all that money from people buying shit for Jimmy to say.
I thought he was doing Minecraft videos or something.
Well, he was, but he was like one of the like on his live streams, like way back in the day. He would like the only thing he wouldn't say is the N-word. And he would be like, "Okay, well, hey, give me money and I'll say a thing." And people would try to get him to say the N-word all the time. He's like, "I'll take your money, but I'm not saying the N-word." Dester says he'd probably be a warlord if he had all that money. You know, to be honest with you, I would probably still be the same miserable piece of shit I am with all that money. But at least I would be able to fund my game. I'd be able to fund my game, do it myself, no questions asked. Oh, by the way, I'm almost done with the main work on my game. There's a couple of data cards that I have to do and a couple of rules that I have to update. But for the most part, it's done, and then I can start taking pictures and stuff of games being played and having and having material so that when I take it to Kickstarter and people can be like, he's a right-wing piece of shit, conservative bullshit piece of shit person, and we need to cancel him, so don't give him any money. And then the conservative people come out and be like, "Oh, we're gonna give him money because this game ain't woke." I can just see it now. I cannot wait for the stress of the guy who sits in the middle talking shit about both sides, puts his game on Kickstarter to be canceled by the lefties, only to be embraced by the righties. It's going to be a wild ride.
I just thought of the game while you were talking then. You know, simulator games where like there's some really messed up ones, like the disaster simulators. Saw this one where you're
Or
supposed to be on
crime
like
scene cleanup simulator. Have you seen that one? Whew.
not so much. It's like a POV game, but you're on
Yeah.
the 45th floor of the fucking World Trade Center after the plane had hit it and all this
Oh,
kind of
shit.
shit, and you got to make a judgment of fucking whether you're gonna jump out the window or not. You could do another one, which is like a quick spoof game, which is like Democrat World Trade Center simulator. That's where you start off on the first floor, and if you're too dumb like a Democrat, you jump out the fucking window, become a cripple, and then get crushed by all the fucking ensuing debris. If you're a Republican, you use the stairs and get out safely.
Oh my god.
Because you're only on the first floor.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9/11 was the single worst thing to happen to our country, and it's only been going downhill from there. Thank you, 2001.
Still say it's the Spice Girls that was the problem.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you at this point. Dester says World Trade Center window cleaning simulator. Oh my goodness! Can you imagine if you're like sitting there cleaning the windows, all of a sudden a plane hits you and smushes you into the glass? And it's like, oh,
See, if this was
well,
in the 80s, Nintendo no shit would have made a Donkey Kong game, but you're like the window cleaner on the gantry, and you just got to repeatedly scale up and down and side to side along these buildings, stopping fucking airliners from hitting the bloody tower.
Oh my god, I shouldn't be laughing at that.
That'd be something they would have done back in the 80s.
It would have been. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, look at Hong Kong 97 or whatever the fuck it was. Oh shit, Farty. Why? Why do I let you why do I do this? Why? And again, I just want to let everyone know again that there will be a change in the time the streams go live as of next week. I will let everyone know about an hour before the stream goes live, but and this is because I got the new job, but it will be posted on Discord. It'll probably be around the same time as today was, maybe a little bit later, maybe a lot later, I don't know, but it will still be on a Saturday, and it will happen. All right, I just don't want you guys thinking that just because I got the new job that I'm gonna stop streaming. No, the stream will continue. I'm not entirely sure what time it will start though, so I will put that on the Discord for everyone to know. I will make an announcement. It will be in the holding pen, and I will say, hey, this is what we're doing. Farty, what are you up to, sir? Are you snorting your coke prematurely? Oh my god. Farty's feeling good if you can't tell. This is Farty when he's had enough drinks to put him out for the rest of the evening. So with that said, we're gonna go and fuck off, you guys. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Farty?
Boobies.
Alright. So we'll see you guys next weekend. Peace!
Frank and Farty, they're a couple of jerks. Can't stand each other, but somehow it works. Yelling and screaming, it's all in good fun. 2 hours a week and then they're done. It's garbage, yeah, it's a mess. With Frank and Farty, you know the rest. Buddy Doku's gone, ghost in the stream. He's like Bigfoot in our podcast dream. Frank thinks he's smart, Farty thinks he's right.
put them together and they'll start a fight. Goku's hiding, who knows where? Probably eating snacks in his underwear. Nuke the site from orbit, it's the only way. Aliens got it right, we always say. Blow it all up, start it anew, but we'll be back next week just for you. It's garbage, yeah, it's a mess. With Frank and Farty, you know the rest. Buddy Doku's gone, ghost in the stream. He's like Bigfoot in our podcast dream. So thanks for listening to this crazy ride. Frank and Farty, always side by side. It's garbage, yeah, what a delight. We'll see you next week. Good night.